Aga Khan Award for Architecture was established in 1977 by His Highness the Aga Khan, the 49th hereditary Imam of the Shia Ismaili Muslims, to enhance the understanding of Islamic culture and its architecture. The program, administered by the Aga Khan Trust for Culture, recognizes and awards architectural excellence, with special concern for contemporary design, social housing, community development, restoration, conservation, and environmentalism. One of the principles of the Aga Khan Foundation has been to encourage sustainability, whereby recipients of the Aga Khan's largesse would themselves be able to reinvest in the future of their own communities. The Aga Khan's influence is widespread and includes the establishment in the United States of the Aga Khan Program for Islamic Architecture, jointly run by the Massachusetts Institute for Technology and Harvard University, and the creation of the Aga Khan Award for Architecture. In 1976, the Aga Khan announced that he would establish an architectural award as a means of fostering the growth of a modern and vibrant Islamic architecture within the context of rich and valuable traditions. In spanning political and geographical boundaries, a major objective of the award was to create an overarching sense of unity for the Muslim world, in spite of distinctive and sometimes disparate cultures. Excellence in architecture was attributed not only to examples of finely designed architecture, but also to community projects, such as housing for the poor and civil engineering works, clearly demonstrating the future direction of the Aga Khan Award for Architecture. In 1988, the Aga Khan reorganized his network of philanthropic institutions. The Aga Khan Award for Architecture was transferred from the Aga Khan Foundation to the newly established Aga Khan Trust for Culture, also responsible for the Historic Cities Support Program and the Education and Culture Program. The goals of these cultural agencies were aligned with the Aga Khan's original list of challenges for the Islamic world: pursuit of excellence in architecture and related disciplines, conservation and reuse of historic buildings and spaces, and education for architects and urban planners. A fourth objective of the Trust for Culture was to encourage the interchange of ideas to enhance awareness of the relationship between historic and contemporary Muslim cultures and their built environments. On occasion, the Aga Khan has bestowed a special Chairman's Award to recognize outstanding achievement in Muslim architecture. In 1980, the first was presented to Egypt's Hassan Fathy, architect, artist, and poet, particularly acknowledging his encouragement of vernacular building systems and his work improving the built environment of impoverished peoples. Others have followed and include Rifat Chatterjee of Iraq, Geoffrey Bawa of Sri Lanka, and in 2010 to historian of Islamic art and architecture Oleg Grabar. Recipients of the Aga Khan Award for Architecture have now totaled above 100, and they have been as diverse as the cultures they represent. One of the most prevalent themes throughout the history of the award has been the social responsibility of architecture. This was reflected in the 1980 award to the Kampong Improvement Program in Jakarta, the Grameen Bank Housing Program in Bangladesh, and the multi-phased Haja Quarter project in Tunis. Such humanitarian considerations were also evident in awards given for educational and medical facilities, such as the Medical Center in Mati, Mali, and the Lepers Hospital, Maharashtra Province, India. Another major award theme was heritage preservation, as evidenced by the awards for restoration of Jerusalem's Al-Aqsa Mosque, conservation of Old Sana'a in Yemen, and restoration of Bukhara Old City, Uzbekistan. Juries concerned with self-sustainability often appreciated projects demonstrating the viability of vernacular construction techniques and traditional building forms, or the use of locally available materials. This priority is evident in the Yama Mosque in Tehu in Niger and the stone building system employed in Dura Province, Syria. Despite the fact that the Aga Khan Awards for Architecture have so far been principally bestowed on projects in North Africa, the Middle East, and Asia, the international architectural community has steadily developed an interest in the awards. Because cultural, religious, and economic conditions in most Muslim countries differ so much from Western societies, a lack of sympathy for the priorities of the award program persists, although the expanding cadre of skilled Islamic architects and planners is helping to alleviate this. This awards program has significantly inspired the architectural representation of Islamic culture during the past many years. At a time when many of these cultures were threatened by Western influence, by economic failure, and by political violence, the Aga Khan's initiative reminded everyone of the quality of this cultural heritage. At the same time, the award's broad scope, with its emphasis on alleviating living conditions of the poor, on sustainability and on the environment, has encouraged innovative solutions to rapidly worsening societal problems. Although this award does not fit the mold of Western architectural perceptions, its initial priorities were clearly established and are constantly evolving to meet the needs of many cultural communities. Emphasizing not only contemporary architecture, but also historic architectural traditions threatened by reconstruction and development, the Aga Khan Award for Architecture has helped to create a means of expressing Islamic ideals in a modern context. The award promotes a sense of pride in Muslim culture, and the vast number of submissions has facilitated documentation of numerous works of modern Islamic architecture, providing inspiration for future generations.
Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to Architectural Knowledge channel for such informative videos. Hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon button to get updates from channel.